This looks like a percentage question. That is where most people go wrong. This is not percentage question. This is an expenditure control question. Let me read the question. The petrol price shot up by 10% as a result of the hike in crude oil prices. The price of petrol before the hike was 90 per liter, 90 rupees per liter. A person travels 2200 kilometer every month and his car gives a mileage of 16 kilometer per liter. By how many kilometers should be reduced his travel if he wants to maintain his expenditure at the previous level? This is the question. Actually, this question was asked in UPSC CSA Prelims CSAT 2025. This is the actual question. We are going to solve this question step by step. So actually, what is this? Petrol price increased by 10%. The earlier price was 90 rupees per liter. A person travels 2200 kilometers every month. Yes, mileage is 16 kilometers per liter. So question is simple. How much should he reduce his travel to keep his expenditure the same? This is the actual question. What we have to do is don't calculate. Don't calculate. Now we have to stop here after reading the question. Ask yourself one thing. What is constant in this question? That is the expenditure. When expenditure is fixed, price and usage move in opposite direction. You have to remember this carefully. When expenditure is fixed, price and usage move in opposite directions. So price is increased by 10%. So new price becomes 110% because 10% in 100, 10. So that is why 110%, which is 11 by 10, which is 11 by 10. Now listen carefully. If price becomes 11 by 10, usage must become 10 by 11 because inversion relationship. That is inverse proportion. So in CSAT, direction matters more than calculation. You have to understand this. You have to remember this. In CSAT, direction matters more than calculation. So new travel distance becomes 2200 into 10 by 11. So when it's simplification done, it will come 2000 kilometers. So that gives 2000 kilometers. Original distance is 2200 kilometers. New distance is 2000 kilometers. So reduction is 200 kilometers. Actually, this is the answer. This is the final answer. So we have to understand the traps which is present in this question. Now see where students go wrong. They start calculating liters. Not needed here. They calculate total cost. That is also completely unnecessary. They go step by step. And last time in the CSAT examination like exams. So UPSC does not make math difficult. It makes think inefficient. So remember this carefully. Use inverse ratio. If price increases, reduce quantity using. This is called inverse ratio. And more importantly, if you start calculating before recognize the pattern of the question, you are already late. In the exam hall, you see price change, fixed expenditure. You have to immediately think this is inverse proportion, not calculation. That is the difference between control and confusion. You have to understand the question pattern. Then only you can solve the question. For this, you have to give your time 5 to 10 seconds. Understand the pattern. Then only you can solve the question. Otherwise, it will take unnecessary time, waste of the time. So that is the difference between control and confusion. So this was not a percentage question. It was a thinking question. So if price goes up, usage must come down. If price goes up, usage must come down. That is 11 by 10. Price is 11 by 10. It becomes 10 by 11. That is usage. So this is inverse relationship. This is inverse proportion. If you flip the fraction, you flip your rank. So you have to be careful in the exam hall. Thank you.